Okay, we are here picking up the Ricoh GR rental. Hey, Mike. Thanks. Good morning. It's like 6:40 in the morning in Milano. Oh, you like that? So look how absolutely empty this is, guys. I mean, there's still people here. There's someone shooting a music video over there. There's people just hanging out. It looks like mostly the party crew who is recovering from a night of partying. One of the coolest places to see empty this early is the Galleria. So now we're inside the Galleria. You can see there's barely any people here, which is great. And as far as photographing these places, I find I'm gravitating towards my 14 to 30 millimeter on the Nikon Z6 II. It's a great travel lightweight setup. You also have 30 millimeter, which is great for street. And yeah, so I've been loving this to take a little bit of video and then actually switch to photo. It's been a great travel companion for that hybrid coverage. I mean, look how empty this is, guys. Wow. Oh my God, look at those leading lines. Now I feel a little naked right now because this is the first trip I've taken in a long time in which I don't have a Fujifilm camera with me. Remember, recently I just went to Portugal and I had my Fujifilm camera. That's all I brought was my X-T20. And if you are looking for a small kit with great image quality, you can't go wrong with Fujifilm. However, on this trip, the stars aligned that I knew I wanted to shoot with the Nikon Z6 II, mostly for full frameness, for image quality, for 1.4ness and full frame goodness. Is this making sense? And we talked about the 28 millimeter 1.4 lens recently, but I wanted to try it for street photography, and it's been great. I've been getting some cool images in Milan walking. This is just the beginning of the trip, so I'm excited when we go to Rome and we go to Florence and Naples. So I'm loving the look I'm getting from the Nikon Z6 II 28 millimeter 1.4. The only thing you got to put up with is it's pretty bulky. But there's trade-offs to everything. And there's one other reason I didn't bring along a Fujifilm. So those images were from using the Ricoh GR. And I almost brought 3 cameras, which would have been ridiculous. I almost brought the Fujifilm X-T20 with the 27 millimeter lens as a third option, mostly for you guys. I was gonna just record some Fujifilm content, but it did make sense to pack the Fujifilm with the Ricoh GR and with the Nikon Z6 II. 2 cameras for me was enough, and I felt a little strange doing that because I've been using Fujifilm for travel for almost every trip I've taken for the last 5-6 years. But I will say for street, I do like the look I get from the Nikon Z6 II and the 28mm 1.4 for street. It's a little, it's a little hard walking around with a heavier camera, but I love the look. Every review of the Ricoh GR, it's like a broken record. It's all true. Being discreet, actually carrying the camera around makes you look like a tourist because you have a little snappy point and shoot. And one thing I'm noticing about the Ricoh GR is the sensor, the images, especially if you edit with Lightroom like I do, the images are super, super clear and very sharp. More so, I think, than the Fujifilm, which is kind of like, whoa. Now, I don't think I'll be giving up my Fujifilms anytime soon, but I will say that it's been fantastic having a camera as powerful and as small, as powerful as the Ricoh GR in such a small package. So packing for a trip is always a dilemma. What lens should you pack? What lens should I take for travel? Well, obviously the images that I got inside the Galleria are wide, super wide, 14mm wide. So you have to assess where you're traveling and what type of images you want to take. And then a prime. You should always have a prime to at least try to shoot in low light or maybe get some extra bokeh. So I recommend having at least one 1.4 or like a 1.2 lens or a 1.8 lens. And that's probably what you should start with, is maybe like a nifty 50 or a cheap 35mm lens. So a zoom and a prime and you're set. And a super wide. And the 300 one for like long telephoto. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but probably I don't have a Fujifilm anymore. That's probably what it's going to be. Yeah!